Hello there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter, with a very quick and easy Christmas card for you today. Well, this is kind of my prototype, which is kind of weird. It's a weird big size, and I just made kind of look a little pocket, because I thought I'd maybe put some photos in and hand it to a relative this Christmas. But I thought this was kind of an interesting idea for a card, and I've got this embossing folder in the in a magazine that I subscribe to. It's one of those British magazines, Cardmaking and Papercraft, and every month they send you some goodies. Actually, I subscribe for the goodies, not the magazines. I like the freebies so much. So I took a now this is I wonder, you know, because I'm American, I wonder over in England if I know the square cards seem to be more popular over there, and I wonder if there's not extra postage for mailing a square card, because there is here in the United States. But anyways, what I did was I took a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, I scored it at 5.5, and I cut it so it was just under 6 inches wide and put it through my Big Shot, and embossed it like that so that I would be able to have a one layer card. So I didn't think of that when I did the other one, so that's how I'm working with this. And I want to make my design stand out, so I'm just going to grab a scrap of paper here, and I'm going to use a spongy ink pad. And I don't know if these are still available, but back, I know a lot of us bought these when they had them at AC Moore, and there was like a set of 30 of these ink colors, and it was like you could use a coupon, and I think I paid like $16 for my set of 30, and these are just fantastic for inking the edges of stuff because they've got that firm sponge pad, but they're a dye-based ink, so you don't get that big pigment ink smush like you do with other ones. So I overdid it there a little bit, but there we go. Just wanted to give it like a little bit of a rouging to bring out the color. Maybe I'll just bring that up a little bit since I got some over on the other side there. Now I'm going to stamp this large mason jar, and I'm thinking maybe I want to open up my card. My table's a little glittery, but it's not too inky, so I think I'm fine. This is a mason jar stamp by Inkadinkado, and they actually now have it in clear, like super cheap, with like other mason jars and accessories, but I already had this one, so I didn't get the clear set. I almost did though. Oh, I love my mason jars. And actually probably a clear stamp would be a little bit handier than this, but I already have this, so I have a problem buying the same thing twice, even if it is, you know, better designed, if I already have something that will do the trick. But that's just me. Okay, oops, and I did overstamp. I got a little ink in the middle. That wouldn't have happened with a clear stamp, I don't think. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep on trucking because we can all make mistakes and learn from them. Alright, so now I want to stamp some of these little pinwheel candies here, and I had a video on how to condition your clear stamps so they work better. I just posted it the other day, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link below. And I'm going to stamp a couple of these in this jar. Okay, and now I'm going to mask so that it looks like some of these are behind other ones. So what you want to do is take any scrap of paper that you have and punch some circles. Okay. I already have a couple punch, so I'm going to use some of the ones I already have. I've got that one. And what you want to do is just kind of cover. These are a little bit bigger than my pinwheel candies, but that's alright because I just need to get the basic parts masked off. And see how that looks like that candy is in behind? So if I could mask those two off. And this does have a little outline, so I can actually push the mask beyond the outline a little bit. Maybe that one there. Sometimes you'll need a couple more because you want to mask around a couple different things. So I'm going to punch out another one of these. This is probably terribly boring. Yeah, this is just going to be like a real-time video. I'm just kind of getting into the crafty groove today. I've been on the hunt for basketball shoes. I have 3 children playing basketball. I'm telling you, it's horrifying, the price of basketball shoes. I was like, oh my gosh. So I've been online doing some research, and yeah, I'm not very impressed with my research. Oh well, I can do something positive. I can do some crafting. Alright. Okay, and you just keep going around, just keep masking and stamping. And that's, you know, just a nice way to fill the space here. I'm going to put another one down there, I think, because it seems like that one's kind of floating. A nice full jar of candy. And the nice thing, you know, these are the cheap clear stamps that I used in that other demonstration, but the nice thing about the clear is that, like, I'm masking, and those, like, cutouts are a heavier weight paper, and since clear stamps have a bit of a squish, I can actually squish them down, and I don't have that halo like I would get around around a rubber stamp, because the rubber stamps are firmer. So, you know, it's the positives and negatives to all of these. It's kind of fun. I really enjoy this technique. And it gives you a little more versatility to your stamped images. Maybe I'll have one more back there, and we'll call it good. We're gonna do lots of little techniques on this. It's a quick little one layer card. There, now we have a jar full of peppermints. Okay, so now I want to add some color to the lid there, and I think what I'll do is just use my watercolor marker, scribble a little bit of gray there, and you can use a blender pen, but I have my water brush right here from another project, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that, or you could just use a brush that's damp. And I'm just gonna add some color. And as you know, you start to run out of ink, you get a lighter shade of gray, and then it looks kind of natural. And this is the Recollections cardstock from Michaels. It's really heavyweight. It's I think it's 110 pound. I bought it when I was in Massachusetts for the stamp show, because I don't have a Michaels nearby, and I've been kind of stingy with it because I don't want to run out of it and waste it before I go back next year. But I think I'm gonna head down to the Michaels in Augusta sometime soon and maybe restock. I got the cream and the white. I like them both, and maybe a little bit of that gray just inside here underneath these candies. And you could do this with any marker. This is a Tombow. I really like the Tombows, but use what you have. And I mean, any watercolor marker, obviously not like a Copic, because it wouldn't do anything if you added water to it. And now I want to add some of the blue to the jar. So I just dipped my brush right on the blue ink pad. I have a little bit more than I want there, so I'm just kind of letting it brush out. And if it does go over the red, it may, oh look, I can just kind of get rid of that ink that I accidentally got there in the middle. I might end up bleeding the red if I go on top of that, so I just have to be a little careful of that. So just like quick little strokes. So, you know, your ink pads can also be like a mini watercolor palette. Alright, so there, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? Now, if you want some darker details, you can go in with the marker, and like I might put just some like little like reflection lines here and there. Maybe just a little bit of a line right underneath here just to be like the really dark shadow. But I try not to overdo it. And then to finish it off, all I'm going to do is stamp. Let me show you this. This is a fun technique. Okay, so I want to stamp a little sentiment. This punch I'm going to use is from Stampin' Up, and I honestly don't use it as much as I should because it's awfully cute. So I've got the I stamped For You. And let me just trim that a little bit closer because I need to punch a hole, and I got my little hole punch here. So when I'm going to punch this tiny tag, it doesn't have a hole for the string. So what you want to do is punch a little hole for the string with like a tiny little 1/16 punch. All right, and then you can take your tag punch and line it up like that. Because if you punch this first and then you try to punch the little tag hole, it wants to catch inside your little punch. And then I'm going to use some baker's twine. I've got quite an assortment here from Paper Mart. I'm going to use this red and hopefully be able to thread it without splitting it. That's the hardest thing, trying to thread this without splitting it. And I also want to put little holes there to put that through. And I should just use my Anywhere hole punch, but I don't know where that is at the moment. I think it's in my scrapbook bag. So I'm just going to poke a couple holes with my paper piercer and hope for the best. Now this is probably going to be the awkward bit where it takes me forever to thread a piece of string through the hole, so I'm just going to warn you ahead of time that that may be the case. Alright, let's see if I can get that through there. I do have a little crochet hook if I tell you what, I'm actually just going to go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to thread that through there and back out through there. Alright, I know it's going to take me like 3.5 hours to do this, so I'll be back in a second. actually, it only took me about 30 seconds, so that was good. I used a little tiny crochet hook to help me along there. All right, and now hopefully I can thread this through here. I should have done that too before I... Let me see. I don't know. I think I might poke that hole through too much if I use the crochet hook. We'll see. See if we can get that through there this way. This is... Yeah, I should have done this before I turned the camera back on. Oh, I think we're getting it through there. There we go. All right. And if it wants to flip around the wrong way on you, then you can, you know, add a little bit of adhesive to it. Looks like mine's going to flip around wrong way. That's all right. All right, so tie a little bow. And you can turn your little thing around. Look at that. Of course it's on backwards. You know what? Forget that. I'm stamping this again. Haha, take that little tag. There we go. Ha. Easy as pie. So there, you just fold it in half, and there you have a very quick and easy little card. If you put like a little pocket on the inside, you could have a little gift card. But I think this is pretty quick and easy way to make a holiday card. The only thing I wish is that this was like an A2 size embossing folder, because this is going to cost an extra 12 cents to mail in the United States. So I may just hand deliver this one. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this quick and easy tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it. And don't forget to check out my other Christmas crafting videos. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.